You only absorbed a single breath of maternal essence in the womb, yet you discovered a supreme bone growing on your back, along with invincible dual pupils. What's more, your mother is the only empress in the world. Every single day, she uses her origin power to baptize you. The overwhelming power of her meridians forced you to start cultivating right there in the womb. As a result, you reached the peak of the 9th stage of the cave heaven realm before you were even born. And just as you were about to break through to the dragon transformation realm, your mother outside suddenly let out a sharp scream. This alarmed countless immortal king ancestors, bringing them out of seclusion to personally stand guard. Your grandpa even activated the clan's grand defense array. He was terrified that someone might disrupt his grandson's birth. Right at that moment, a baby's loud cry echoed throughout the entire Imperial G clan. "He's out." You were gently held by the midwife and placed right next to your mother, Suruyue. "Madam, look, it's a boy." Meanwhile, outside the room, Ji Wushuang excitedly burst through the doors. But before he could even lay eyes on his long-awaited son, the clear sky outside instantly turned pitch black. Brilliant golden light erupted in the void, and countless golden lotuses bloomed out of thin air. This is the resonance of the divine Tao, blooming 10,000 golden lotuses. Ha ha ha, truly worthy of being the prodigy of our Ji clan. My grandson has the absolute makings of a great emperor. However, before Ji Tianqing could celebrate for long, his laughter came to a screeching halt. Because he realized that I not only possessed the number 1 supreme chaos body, but I also had a primordial supreme bone right on my chest. Seeing this, everyone gasped in absolute shock. A chaos body, plus a primordial supreme bone? This kid is destined to defy the heavens. With him around, our G clan will absolutely reclaim the supreme glory of the Forbidden Era in this lifetime. And right at that moment, I slowly opened my eyes. A bunch of old geezers were completely crowding around me, constantly poking and prodding me here and there. Scared the crap out of me, so I immediately threw a kick. Screw off, ha ha ha, this little guy was just born, and he already knows how to kick his grandpa. Right at that moment, a terrifying surge of chaotic aura erupted from your body and shot straight into the sky. The sky instantly displayed a breathtaking vision of all living souls falling into eternal silence, and countless immortals slowly fading away. The sky over the entire 3,000 Dao provinces went completely dark. Every living creature felt a heavy, suffocating sense of awe pressing down on their very souls. Countless ancient monsters in deep seclusion were abruptly jolted awake. This is the origin of chaos. The void above the Ji clan shattered like a fragile mirror, and endless streams of chaotic energy poured out. An ancient, rustic Dao bell faintly appeared within the energy. Its deeply resonant chime echoed across the entire universe. It radiated an overwhelming imperial aura that shook both heaven and earth. What on earth is that? Countless experts were completely stunned. Even the ancient, eternal forbidden zones of life were disturbed. Pairs of mysterious eyes stared greedily at that Dao bell. It's the Chaos World Destroying Bell, the legendary invincible imperial weapon, born naturally from the great Dao of Chaos. I can't believe it revealed itself. Before the words even faded, several massive hands made of Dao runes blotted out the sky. They reached out from the major forbidden zones of life, snatching directly at the Chaos World Destroying Bell. But before those giant hands could even get close, the Dao bell trembled violently. A devastating sonic wave ripped through the air. Boom, all the giant hands instantly shattered into nothingness. Right after that, under the frustrated gazes of countless experts, the Chaos World Destroying Bell transformed into a streak of light. It ripped right through the void, flying straight towards the Ji clan's Divine King Palace. The Chaos World Destroying Bell appeared completely out of thin air, hovering right above your head. It cast down delicate threads of chaotic origin essence, which you slowly absorbed. The entire group of clan elders were absolutely dumbfounded. Their jaws dropped so wide you could shove an egg in their mouths. A companion divine weapon. One clan elder stuttered out these words, trembling violently. When other supreme geniuses are born, the most they get is an immortal gold sword embryo. But look at you. You were born with a legendary imperial weapon right off the bat. Dual pupils, a primordial supreme bone, a chaos body, and on top of all that, a companion imperial weapon. Everyone was completely out of words to describe this miracle. The absolute makings of a heavenly emperor. Your grandfather, Ji Tianqing, let out another wild roar of laughter. My grandson, he is destined to become an immortal. But right at that moment, everything changed. Outside the G family estate, an endless, suffocating dark mist began to roll in. Pairs of glowing red eyes pierced through the fog, locked onto the Divine King Palace, burning with sheer greed. Creatures from the Forbidden Zones just won't give up. Those monsters want to steal my son's emperor weapon. Your father, Ji Wushuang, glared with eyes like a tiger, his aura erupting into the sky. HMPH. Others might fear you, but our G family fears nothing. If it's a war you want, then we'll tear heaven and earth apart. A hot-tempered clan elder roared, taking a massive step forward. Facing off against the Forbidden Zones, your grandfather, Ji Tianqing, was even more blunt. Without a single word, an immortal sword, radiating the terrifying aura of an absolute sovereign, tore through the sky and slammed right into his hand. It was the Ji family's emperor weapon, the Emperor Slayer. You Forbidden Zones, did my Ji family not slaughter enough of you back in the day? At the exact same time, far away in the Imperial Province. At the capital of the Great Yu Immortal Dynasty, your grandfather on your mother's side, the human emperor of Great Yu, stepped forward. A supreme divine cauldron hovered above his head, as imperial dragon energy shook the 9 heavens. You dare lay a finger on my grandson? Then let an immortal war begin. We will shatter this entire realm. The tension was at a breaking point. An apocalyptic war was seconds away from erupting. But right then, a cold, dismissive scoff echoed from the absolute depths of the Ji family's ancestral shrine. And then, a massive, ancient hand covered in glowing runes reached out, and swatted dead center into that sea of dark mist. Boom! With a deafening blast, the dark mist was instantly blown away. Countless fragments of shattered energy rained down from the sky, mixed with a foul stench. Those bizarre creatures had been wiped from existence with a single slap. Ji Misheng, you dare break the ancient covenant? All the Forbidden Zones erupted in absolute fury at once. Terrifying, massive phantoms began materializing in the sky above them. Suddenly, an old man wearing ragged clothes, looking like he had just crawled out of a grave, appeared like a ghost in the sky above the Ji estate. He looked so incredibly old that his bones might crumble at any second. But his eyes looked down upon eternity itself. The ancient covenant? The old man, Ji Misheng, let out a mocking, dismissive laugh. That's nothing but a pathetic rule made by the strong to leash the weak. Did you really think a piece of garbage like that could hold down my Ji family? Ji the Ninth, you're not dead? A dark shadow from the undying tomb screamed out in total disbelief. Before the shadow could even finish its sentence, Ji Misheng reached out his hand. That massive, runic hand seemed to tear straight through space and time, instantly appearing right above the undying tomb. It swooped down, grabbing violently at the shadow. How dare you! The undying tomb roared in absolute fury. The laws of a quasi-emperor exploded outward, desperately trying to shatter the giant hand. But in the very next second, boom, every single law and dark mist shattered like wet paper against the massive hand. That quasi-emperor shadow was caught in a chokehold, completely paralyzed and helpless. Back in the Forbidden Era, before I rose to absolute power, you could call me Ji the Ninth, and I'd let it slide. But now, what should you call me? The moment his words dropped, the giant hand crushed inward with terrifying force. That colossal dark shadow, a living quasi-emperor, was utterly crushed and erased on the spot. The golden blood of a quasi-emperor painted the entire sky gold. Ji Misheng, are you trying to trigger an immortal war? Every single Forbidden Zone howled in absolute rage. But Ji Misheng? He didn't give a damn. That giant hand reached right into the undying tomb and violently ripped out a rock the size of a human head. A glowing crystal pulsating with immortal power. An immortal source. Ji Misheng, you bastard. You've gone too far. Deep within the undying tomb, an incredibly cold voice echoed out, as a pair of massive, crimson eyes suddenly snapped open. The sky shattered, and a world-destroying aura crashed down. The Lord of the Undying Tomb has awakened. Too far? Ji Misheng stared right back into those crimson eyes. His gaze didn't hold a single ounce of fear, instead, it was filled with pure dominance and absolute contempt. A bunch of old fossils who've lived for tens of thousands of years, teaming up to rob my Ji family's prodigy. Tell me, who exactly is going too far? The exact moment you were born, the whole world violently shook, as a battle coffin shot straight up into the sky from the Ji family's ancestral shrine. Monstrous golden light erupted, like a massive golden ocean about to drown out the entire world. The Emperor Burial Coffin. Right after that, the Emperor Slaying Sword flew right out of your grandfather Ji Tianqing's hands, landing perfectly into the grasp of your family's patriarch, Ji Misheng. Buzz. The sword's blinding light flashed out, sweeping across 1,000,000 miles. It looked like the sky itself was going to be completely ripped apart by this single strike. The Emperor Slaying Sword, the Emperor Burial Coffin. One is used to crush rebellions. Ji Misheng, your family's patriarch, took a single, heavy step forward. His aged body exploded with a godlike power. Undying Tomb. You want to fight today, huh? Fine. My Ji family absolutely doesn't mind wiping out another forbidden zone. His voice wasn't loud, but every single word slammed violently right into everyone's chests. Actually, I've been eyeing that immortal corpse hidden in your undying tomb for a very long time now. Then let's fight. Just as the words dropped, a Tao pagoda flew out from the crimson gold eyes of the Lord of the Undying Tomb, radiating a suffocating emperor-level pressure. Right at that moment, the Great Yu Immortal Dynasty made its move too. How interesting. The immortal corpse of the Undying Tomb? Our Great Yu Immortal Dynasty wants a piece of that pie too. An old man stepped right out of the imperial state, walking up to stand directly beside your family's patriarch. It was Su Tianxuan, the hidden patriarch from your grandmother's side of the family. At the exact same time, the Emperor Cauldron above the Great Yu Emperor's head tore through space, hovering right over your maternal patriarch's head. Are they starting an immortal war? Is the world going to be shattered all over again? 4 Emperor weapons faced off in the sky, making all 3,000 Tao realms shake uncontrollably. Countless stars plummeted from the sky like rain, just as this massive war was about to explode. From the absolute deepest part of your Ji family, and even more terrifying, supreme pressure instantly swallowed the entire battlefield. That was your Ji family's ancestral guardian spirit, a supreme being sitting directly upon the long river of time. All the big shots from the forbidden zones felt a bone-piercing chill. Even the crimson eyes of the Lord of the Undying Tomb flashed with a hint of actual fear. A majestic voice boomed from the heavens. The road to immortality is opening very soon. Why must you all fight so pointlessly right now? HMPH. The Lord of the Undying Tomb gave a cold snort, ultimately backing down. He slowly retreated along with the pitch-black mist covering the sky, dropping one last tough guy remark. If I wasn't waiting for the immortal road, I would have absolutely crushed you all today. Ji family, this debt, I'll settle it with you sooner or later. Your family's patriarch just scoffed in total disgust. I'll be waiting. Sooner or later, I'll bulldoze that broken tomb of yours straight to the ground. With that said, the Emperor weapons completely vanished. The world returned to peace. A group of clan elders were still staring blankly up at the sky. After a long while, they all turned their heads in absolute unison, staring dumbfounded at you in your swaddling blanket. Good heavens, just because of your birth, you little rascal. An earth-shattering war almost broke out. Right at that moment, the void flashed. Your ancestor, Ji Misheng, appeared out of thin air. Greetings, ancestor. Everyone, including your grandfather, all bowed down in deep respect. But Ji Misheng didn't even glance at them. He took a single step right up to you, and gently scooped you into his arms. Ha ha ha, excellent, dual pupils, Hongmeng's supreme bone, chaos body, truly worthy of being the Qilin prodigy of my Ji family. He grinned from ear to ear. Such talent, from ancient times until now. Who could possibly compare? Saying that, he pulled out the immortal source he had just snatched from the Undying Tomb. He chuckled and pressed it into your tiny hands. Little one, this is your ancestor's birth gift to you. Before his words even faded, he used immense magic power to shatter that head-sized immortal source. A majestic surge of immortal Tao energy instantly flooded into your tiny body. The clan elder's eyes went wide, burning with intense jealousy. An immortal source, something that would massively benefit even a quasi-emperor. It all became your nourishment. Boom, you just felt a cozy warmth spread all over your body, unbelievably comfortable. And then, you fell right asleep. In the blink of an eye. 10 years passed. Throughout these 10 years, the legends about you never stopped. Your grandfather, Ji Tianqing, practically wore out this phrase every single day. My grandson has the makings of an immortal. Your father, Ji Wushuang. Your mother, Su Ruyue, and a whole crowd of clan elders. We're all waiting eagerly outside. Why isn't Xiaoyao out yet? Your mother paced anxiously. You had been taken by the ancestor into the ancestral shrine for seclusion. And you had been in there for 3 whole years. He's coming out, someone shouted. The heavy doors of the ancestral shrine rumbled open, and the silhouette of a young boy slowly walked out. That was you, looking about 11 or 12 years old, dressed in a dark robe trimmed with gold, standing tall and perfectly straight. Your face was unbelievably handsome. As you blinked your eyes, it was as if the sun, moon, and stars were revolving within them. Although you looked young, the calm composure between your brows didn't look like a child at all. The crowd fell into a trance. It felt like they weren't looking at a young boy, but an immortal king, looking down upon the 9 heavens. You stepped forward and bowed. Xiaoyao, your mother excitedly pulled you into a tight hug. Your father, Ji Wushuang, smiled and patted you on the shoulder. His eyes were a little misty. Xiaoyao, what realm are you at now? A clan elder couldn't help but ask out of sheer curiosity. Everyone's ears instantly perked up. As for my cultivation, peak of the cave heaven realm, I suppose, you answered with a smile. The entire courtyard went dead silent. All the clan elders' eyelids twitched wildly in shock. What the heck, peak of the cave heaven realm? Most of us old folks are still stuck at this exact level. And you're only 10, a 10-year-old at the peak of the cave heaven realm. Who's gonna believe this if word gets out? Ha ha ha, excellent. Your grandfather, Ji Tianqing, let out a booming laugh. He shouted, excellent, 3 times in a row. My grandson has the makings of a true immortal. With that, he raised his hand and made a summoning gesture. A massive bronze halberd materialized. Grandpa knew you were coming out of seclusion today, so I went out and crushed a holy emperor-level void beast. I had this void halberd forged just for you from its remains. Give it a swing. You took hold of the massive halberd. It felt heavy in your hands, pulsing with the power of the void. It was an absolute weapon of mass destruction. Thank you, Grandpa. Xiaoyao, your granduncle has a gift for you too. One of the clan elders stepped forward, pulling out a miniature pagoda. Spiritual Tao pagoda. It will protect your primordial spirit. Not even a quasi-emperor could break through it. Right after that, the other elders swarmed around you. Ancient miracle stones, true dragon essence, immortal holy elixirs. These were world-shattering treasures that outsiders would kill for. But right now, they were being shoved into your hands like cheap trinkets. You thanked them all, one by one. Your mother prepared a gift for you too. Your mother, Su Ruyue, gently ruffled your hair and handed you a golden lock. The Imperial Tao Longevity Lock. The crowd gasped in shock. That was worn by the founding emperor of the Great Yu Immortal Dynasty. It carries the protection of the nation's destiny. Thank you, mother. You accepted it sweetly. My turn. Your father, Ji Wushuang, walked over to you with a huge grin. With a sweep of his sleeve, a massive, roaring beast wreathed in raging flames appeared out of thin air. The terrifying aura of a saint exploded into the area. A fire Qilin. Settle down, you're scaring my boy. Your dad walked right up and smacked the fire Qilin across the face. Whimper. The fire Qilin was seeing stars. It instantly turned docile, and trotted over to rub its head against your leg. You just stared at the whole thing. You were utterly speechless. Weren't Qilins supposed to be incredibly proud and arrogant? Your dad quickly strapped a saddle onto the fire Qilin and smiled at you. This one's a mixed breed, so just make do with it for now. I'll catch you a pure-blooded Qilin for a real mount someday. You muttered to yourself. A pure-blooded Qilin was one of the 10 primeval fiends. They were even more terrifying than a great emperor. You couldn't just catch one like a stray dog, but you kept your mouth shut. Thanks, Dad. You vaulted up into the saddle. Let's go, back to the Imperial Palace. Your grandpa commanded. You rode tall on the fire Qilin. Your parents, your grandpa, and the massive group of elders surrounded you, guarding you like stars orbiting the moon. The grand procession marched toward your personal residence, the Heavenly Emperor Palace. Along the way, every member of the Ji family was absolutely stunned. Who is that kid? This procession is insane. The white-clad God King is personally leading his mount. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, he is just too gorgeous. I just want to cuddle him and pinch his cheeks. A few girls were totally swooning over him. Wait a minute, I remember now. He's the very same Qilin who nearly triggered an immortal war 10 years ago. The news swept through the entire Ji family like wildfire. Later that night, inside the Heavenly Emperor Palace, you sat cross-legged in the secret chamber. System, open my personal stats. A virtual screen, visible only to you, floated right in front of your eyes. Ji Xiaoyao, age, 10, innate talent, dual pupils, primordial supreme bone, chaos physique, emperor bloodline, number 1, son of the white-clothed divine king from the imperial Ji clan. Number 2, son of the eldest princess of the great Yu immortal dynasty. Cultivation level, peak of the cave heaven realm, 10 cave heavens, cultivation method, the cosmic scripture, and this was your absolute deepest secret. Ding, detected a child of destiny appearing in the host's vicinity. Cold, robotic voice suddenly echoed. A child of destiny? Your eyes lit up with excitement. I've waited 10 long years for this. Finally, someone who can actually put up a fight. With a single thought, your dual pupils activated, your gaze instantly piercing through the endless void. It locked onto an ancient, majestic hall, and pinpointed a young man dressed in lavish robes. The Heavenly Tao Sect? You were a bit surprised. The Heavenly Tao Sect. A rundown, broken sect that only managed to survive by acting as combat servants for the geniuses of your Ji clan. How interesting. You had a clear path to heaven, yet you chose not to take it. But instead, you barge right through the gateless doors of hell. A wicked smirk crept across your face. Elder Zan, come with me, right away, young master. An elderly man appeared silently behind you like a ghost. He was your Tao protector, a half-step quasi-emperor. The very next moment, the furious roar of the fire Qilin shattered the dead of night. Meanwhile, inside the great hall of the Heavenly Tao Sect, Sect Master Ling Yun, along with the elders and disciples, were glaring furiously at a young man. The young man's name was Yi Chen, the holy son of the Five Elements sect. Yi Chen, a few years ago, when Qingxia lost all of her talent, your Five Elements sect marched right up to our doors to break off the engagement. You made a complete public spectacle of it, and now that Qingxia's talent has fully recovered, you have the absolute nerve to crawl back here and try to restore the marriage? Do you think we're all a bunch of idiots? Ling Yun was literally shaking with rage. Sect Master Ling, I was wrong for what happened in the past. Yi Chen offered a superficial apology. But his eyes kept shamelessly darting toward a young woman standing on the side of the hall. She was dressed in an elegant, plain white dress, radiating an icy, untouchable aura. She was none other than the holy maiden of the Heavenly Tao Sect. Ling Qingxia, she's gorgeous, just incredibly gorgeous. A burning lust ignited in Yi Chen's heart. System, open the target's stats, he chanted silently in his mind. Name, Ling Qingxia, innate talent and physique, supreme bone, incomplete, current romance affection level, -100 points. Exactly, Yi Chen was a transmigrator armed with a goddess capture system. Ling Qingxia was one of his prime targets. A supreme bone, an absolute child of destiny template. Yi Chen's heart raced with excitement, dead set on winning her over. He gazed at Ling Qingxia with deep, soulful eyes. I know I messed up. Please, just give me a chance to make it right. As he spoke, he pulled out a glowing golden spirit orb. This is a king-tier artifact, the lunar spirit orb. It's for you. But who would have guessed? Ling Qingxia didn't even spare him a glance. With a single flick of her delicate finger, she swatted the orb right back. Ding dong, Ling Qingxia's affection drops by 20 points. Warning, if affection falls below -200, the capture mission fails. Host's cultivation will plummet by a major realm. Yi Chen's face went completely black. Even if he had to force the issue, he was going to make her his. He immediately laid out his terms to Ling Yun. Sect Master Ling, as long as you restore our engagement, the 5 quasi-emperor ancestors of my 5 Elements sect will become the ultimate backing for your Heavenly Tao sect. This was naked coercion and bribery. You need to think about this carefully. Once this opportunity is gone, it is gone for good. But the moment his words faded, outside the Great Hall, a dazzling pillar of fire shot straight into the sky. Right after, an imposing voice echoed inside. The 5 Elements sect sure has a lot of nerve. Trying to rope in the Heavenly Tao sect? Are you trying to poach from my Ji family? The voice wasn't loud, but it carried an unquestionable, crushing authority. Everyone turned their heads in unison. Under the moonlight, you arrived, riding a magnificent Qilin, treading upon the moonlight itself. Your aura was utterly transcendent, just like an immortal descending to the mortal realm. Yi Chen's face instantly drained of color. A terror originating from his very soul gripped him by the throat. In his mind, the system's alarms started blaring frantically. Warning, extreme terror detected approaching. What the hell, is the system glitching? Once Ling Yun, up in the main seat, finally snapped out of it, he stumbled and crawled his way down. Dropping straight to his knees, Ling Yun of the Heavenly Tao sect humbly greets His Highness, the Divine Son. It is the Divine Son of the Imperial Ji family. The crowd from the Heavenly Tao sect instantly realized who it was. They crashed to their knees in a massive wave, their faces twisted with a mix of absolute awe and sheer panic. Your Highness, the Divine Son, please, take the seat of honor. Ling Yun respectfully guided you to the main seat, acting just like a lowly tavern waiter. As he carefully and cautiously poured your tea, you casually picked up the teacup. Your gaze swept over the sea of groveling figures below. Finally, it landed on the single figure still standing, sticking out like a sore thumb. That was none other than Yi Chen. You sized him up, exactly as if you were looking at an amusing little toy. Yi Chen, status, Holy Son of the Five Elements sect, cultivation base, the 5th level of the Cave Heaven realm. Sensing your gaze, Yi Chen instinctively looks up. The exact moment your eyes meet, he shudders completely. It feels as if he isn't staring at a mere young man, but a supreme monarch who rules over eternity itself. That invisible, crushing aura makes him feel like he's been plunged into an icy abyss, his hands and feet going completely numb. Terrified, he quickly averts his gaze, his fists clenching involuntarily. His back is already drenched in cold sweat. You slowly take a sip of your tea, your slender fingers gently tapping the table. Your eyes are completely indifferent, making it impossible for anyone to guess what you're thinking. You look right at him, and slowly speak. Everyone drops to their knees when they see me. Your voice pauses for a second, every single word smashing into Yi Chen's heart like a heavy sledgehammer. Why haven't you? Everyone kneels when they see me. Your voice isn't loud, but it acts just like a massive hammer, slamming down hard into the hearts of everyone present. Why haven't you dropped to your knees? You're saying this directly to that guy named Yi Chen. His body trembles for a split second. A flash of fear crosses his face, but it's quickly replaced by this totally baffling sense of confidence. He straightens his back, puffing out his chest, and his voice rings out loud and clear. I, Yi Chen, kneel only to the heavens and the earth above, and to my parents below. Other than them, I will absolutely never bow down to anyone else. We cultivators defy the heavens themselves. We rely strictly on our own strength, not some fancy background. What a painfully classic line. After delivering that speech, that guy actually glances over at Ling Qingxia out of pure habit, like he's expecting her to be impressed. Too bad for him, the way Ling Qingxia is looking at him is exactly how you'd look at a total clown. She can't even hide the mocking smirk on her lips. Ding dong. Ling Qingxia's affection drops by 50 points. Yi Chen's face instantly freezes over. He probably can't figure out why the script isn't playing out the way he imagined. Right at that same moment, a system prompt chimes in your own head. Ding dong. Successfully suppressed the destined protagonist. Reward acquired, 1,000-year-old king of medicine stock. Is that it? You haven't even lifted a single finger yet, and the reward is already yours. You set down your teacup, your gaze slicing right into Yi Chen like a jagged blade. So your name is Yi Chen, right? Your tone is completely flat and deadpan, so full of pride and backbone. Not bad. You pause for a second, and then chuckle. However, since you really don't want to kneel, then just don't. Just disappear instead. The very instant those words leave your mouth, you make your move. You don't give him even a fraction of a second to react. You suddenly shoot up from your seat, jabbing out a single finger. Blinding divine light explodes from your fingertip. The power of absolute law surges out like a pot of roaring, boiling water, shooting straight as an arrow directly at the space between Yi Chen's eyebrows. This strike is terrifyingly fast and absolutely brutal. Every single person in the room is completely stunned. None of them expected you to be this ruthless and decisive. You just attacked out of nowhere. No warning, no hesitation, not even the slightest wind-up. Yi Chen's pupils instantly shrink to pinpricks as he frantically throws his hands together to form a defensive seal. 5 streams of brilliant sword aura burst from his palms, intertwining into one massive strike of primal chaos. It surged straight toward your fingertip. Divine son of the Ji family, relying on your family's power. You're nothing but despicable. He was still screaming his head off. Honestly, so annoying. The moment his chaotic sword aura met the divine light on your fingertip, it shattered like fragile paper, pierced through and dissolving in an instant. How is this possible? Yi Chen let out a scream of absolute disbelief. A second later, his entire body was sent flying as if struck head-on by a battering ram. He was blasted backward, slamming brutally into the Great Hall's pillar. Looking completely pathetic, like a total weakling. Just one move, he couldn't even block a single finger of yours. Gasp! A collective gasp echoed through the hall. The way those guys from the Heavenly Tao sect looked at you shifted from awe to a deep, soul-crushing terror. He's too strong. Ling Qingxia was deeply shaken too, subconsciously twisting the ring on her finger. On the other hand, after so effortlessly crushing Yi Chen with a single finger, a notification rang in your head again. Ding dong. Defeated the destined protagonist in public. Reward obtained. Holy Elixir. Origin Divine Lotus. No wonder everyone loves crushing these so-called protagonists. You muttered to yourself, and this was only the beginning. To get a holy elixir just for that. What if you actually finished him off? At that thought, your eyes grew completely cold. You didn't even bother hiding your killing intent anymore, slowly stepping forward. Walking step by step toward Yi Chen, who was still on the ground. It's over. Watching you close in like the Grim Reaper, Yi Chen's mind had probably already snapped. He pushed his battered body up, struggling desperately to get to his feet. His eyes were bloodshot, looking exactly like a cornered, rabid beast. As he let out a pathetic, furious roar at you. Ji Xiaoyao, I, Yi Chen, will never forget the humiliation I suffered today. One day, I will trample your Ji family into the dust and wipe you out completely. The howling of a loser. You found it almost laughable. He had nowhere left to run, yet he was still barking out empty threats. Afraid you aren't dying fast enough? That, the tables will turn garbage? Too bad the one you ran into this time, is me. You couldn't be bothered to waste any more breath. You raised your hand for a palm strike, ready to send him to the afterlife for good. Damn it, Yi Chen's face instantly drained of color. He whipped out an ancient, weathered talisman from his chest and crushed it in his grip. Whoosh, a blinding light instantly engulfed him. His figure vanished from the spot, tearing right into the void. Ji Xiaoyao, this debt from today, I will make your Ji family pay for it. His furious, bitter roar echoed out from the void. Think you can just leave? You let out a cold sneer. With a flick of your wrist, you summoned a pitch-black halberd from your body. The void halberd, aiming at the exact patch of space where Yi Chen disappeared, you didn't hesitate for a second. You slashed it down, rip. The very fabric of space was torn open like cheap cloth. Yi Chen, who had just ducked into the void and hadn't gotten far at all. Screaming, he tumbled out of the rift. The Supreme Unity Talisman in his hand shattered into dust instantly. He himself was battered by the spatial turbulence, his golden blood spilling everywhere. This is impossible. His eyes were filled with absolute horror and despair. You closed the distance in a single step, too annoyed to listen to another word from him. You raised your foot, and stomped down on him mercilessly. A sickening thud echoed clearly. Damn you, Ji Xiaoyao. He struggled under the crushing weight of your foot. Golden blood spilled from his mouth as he roared hysterically. You're nothing without the Ji family. Give me 3 years if you dare. I'll crush you with one hand. Wow, that is so terribly cliché. You couldn't even bring yourself to laugh. Letting a tiger return to the mountain? Only an idiot would do something so stupid. You talk too much. You suddenly drove your foot down hard. Yi Chen's figure, shattered like a broken illusion, bursting into a cloud of golden light that drifted away into the sky. His primordial spirit and true soul completely faded into nothingness along with it. In less than 5 minutes, a so-called chosen protagonist of destiny was utterly obliterated by you. A deathly silence fell over the Great Hall. Right after that, in your mind, a rapid series of heavenly notifications chimed in. Ding dong, you have successfully eliminated the destiny protagonist, Yi Chen. Consuming the target system, consumption complete. Congratulations, host, you have been rewarded with the 9 tribulations indestructible heavenly art. Congratulations, host, you have been rewarded with the divine medicine, tribulation crossing divine lotus. Congratulations, host, you have been rewarded with 100,000 top-grade divine essence crystals. A massive flood of information and ancient runes instantly rushed into your mind. The 9 tribulations indestructible heavenly art, a supreme body refining technique. Once cultivated to its absolute peak, your physical body will become immortal, allowing you to walk unharmed through the endless river of time. Now this is some good stuff. You turned your attention to the second reward. The tribulation crossing divine lotus. A companion plant to the immortal lotus of the great Tao. It triggers a profound physical transformation, helping you survive fatal life and death tribulations. Perfect timing. Every time the 9 tribulations' indestructible heavenly art breaks through to a new level, it triggers a heavenly tribulation. This divine lotus is an absolutely perfect match. The first Destiny protagonist was already this packed with loot, and there are 62 more of them left to hunt. A smirk naturally crept up the corners of your mouth. Walking supply drops like him. The more, the merrier. You casually flicked out a ball of divine fire. It completely burned away Yi Chen's remaining aura, scattering it into the wind. A perfect way to cut off all future troubles. But right at the moment the flames purified the area. A pill the size of a longan fruit, glowing with a brilliant 5-colored light, suddenly flew out from the glowing ashes. A 5 elements essence pill. Your eyes immediately lit up. This was an ancient divine pill capable of forging an absolutely invincible foundation. What a fantastic surprise. You snatched the pill right out of the air and tucked it away safely. Then, without a single backward glance, you mounted your fire Qilin and left the scene. As for those weaklings from the Heavenly Tao sect, from beginning to end, you never even bothered to look them in the eye. If it hadn't been for taking out Yi Chen, you never would have set foot in a dump like this in your entire life. Long after you left, the people in the Heavenly Tao sect's main hall finally dared to breathe again. Being in the presence of His Highness, the Divine Sun, the pressure is just too much. He's so incredibly handsome, and his power is absolutely terrifying. If only I could be with him. A few female disciples were already swooning over you. Ling Qingxia, meanwhile, stared blankly in the direction you left. In her mind, that cold, ethereal female voice echoed once more. From the Divine Son of the Ji family. I sense an aura that shares the exact same origin as your supreme bone. Perhaps, he holds the key to repairing your supreme bone. Hearing this, Ling Qingxia could only let out a bitter smile. The Divine Son of the Ji family is leagues out of my reach. She was right, as she is now. She isn't even worthy of a second glance from you. Meanwhile, deep within the ancestral grounds of the 5 Elements sect, the very moment Yi Chen faded away into nothingness, a soul lamp shattered and went out. The 5 founding ancestors, who were deep in secluded meditation, snapped their eyes open all at once. Their faces were livid with rage. Chenner is gone. This is a disaster. The 5 element source pill that we've been scheming to create for years. Has it all been for nothing? Without the 5 elements source pill, how are we supposed to answer to that young lord from the sea of space and time? It turned out, Yi Chen was nothing more than a vessel used to cultivate a pill for a certain VIP. The Heavenly Tao sect, how dare they? We must get the 5 elements source pill back. At the very same time, over at the Ji family's 10,000 Immortals Pavilion, your father, Ji Tianqing, along with the clan elders, were watching a memory crystal, witnessing exactly how you crushed Yi Chen with just a single finger. Ha ha ha, that's my boy. He truly has the makings of a true immortal. Ji Tianqing's face was flushed red with excitement. So much for the holy son of the 5 elements sect, taken down with just one finger. Still, Xiaoyao is way too soft on them. His tone suddenly changed, becoming fiercely aggressive. Since he already wiped out their precious holy son, why not just wipe their entire sect off the map while he was at it? You have to be thorough. Besides, they should have been dealt with ages ago. Since Xiaoyao can't be bothered to get his hands dirty, us old folks have plenty of free time. One of the clan elders stood up. Those 5 old fogies from the 5 elements sect. Taking them out would be the perfect way to supplement Xiaoyao's 5 elements source pill. It'll make it absolutely flawless. The moment the words left his mouth, several terrifying bursts of energy erupted from the 10,000 Immortals Pavilion, shooting straight up into the sky and heading directly toward the 5 elements sect. Meanwhile, in the secret chamber of the Imperial Palace, you sat cross-legged on your enlightenment cushion. You placed the Origin Divine Lotus, the Tribulation Divine Lotus, and a mountain of 20,000 top-grade divine crystals right in front of you. You began to study the 9 tribulations immortal art you had just acquired. As you grasped the basics of the technique, a hidden message suddenly surfaced in your mind. The Immortal Emperor's Legacy, a battle for supremacy, winner takes all. You froze. It turned out, this technique was an incomplete piece of the Immortal Emperor's legacy. Anyone who practiced this very art would regularly be dragged into a secret realm to fight to the death. The losers would be drained of their energy, while the ultimate survivor would walk away with the complete legacy of the immortal emperor. Now that's interesting. Far from being afraid, your eyes lit up with pure anticipation. If they were chosen by the immortal emperor, these other contenders must be absolute monsters in their own right. I must become stronger. You take a deep, steadying breath. No more hesitation. You grab the origin divine lotus and swallow it whole. Boom! A terrifying surge of origin power detonates inside you, like a bursting dam. It ramps recklessly through your veins. You immediately channel the 9 tribulations immortal technique, guiding this violent energy into your flesh and bone, beginning to carve the great Tao runes. Even after consuming an entire holy elixir, less than 1/3 of the runes are complete. It's not enough. You lock your eyes on that massive pile of divine crystals. I don't believe this won't be enough. A horrifying suction force erupts from your body. 20,000 supreme-grade divine crystals dissolve into a monstrous storm of spiritual energy, surging madly into you. If anyone else saw this, they would call you completely insane for such reckless waste. Rumble, the spiritual storm is rapidly converted into pure origin power. The great Tao runes are seared into your flesh, one by one. Your aura grows incredibly violent. It feels like a divine furnace is roaring inside you, your heartbeat pounding like war drums. Thump, you suddenly snap your eyes open. Divine light shoots from your gaze. What terrifying physical strength. You throw a casual punch, and the very air shatters. An ear-piercing sonic boom echoes out. You feel like, with just your bare hands, you could crush any genius at your level. However, things take a sudden turn. A decaying, suffocating force suddenly seeps from every inch of your flesh. It's the first trial of the 9 tribulations immortal technique. Your body begins to wither. Your skin turns dry and cracked. Your jet black hair turns brittle and gray right before your eyes. In an instant, you age from a 10-year-old boy into a withered old man. Your life force is draining away at a terrifying speed. The agony pierces right to your bones. You grit your teeth, your cloudy eyes burning with resolve. Instinctively, you reach out for the tribulation divine lotus. If you just eat it, this deadly trial will be instantly cured. But, the moment your fingers brush against the lotus, you freeze. The path of cultivation is meant to defy the heavens. If I rely on a shortcut the second I face hardship, how can I ever reach the absolute peak? You clench your jaw even harder, forcefully pulling your hand back. You have to rely on yourself. You will smash through this trial. Steadying your mind, you push your technique to the absolute limit, drawing out the newly forged origin power inside you. You brace yourself against that decaying force. Gradually, deep within your crumbling body, a faint but unbreakable spark of vitality bursts to life, growing rapidly. It begins to nourish your entire body. The withered flesh starts to heal. Your dry skin regains its vibrant glow, and your gray hair turns back to a shimmering jet black. Destruction brings rebirth. You did it. You shoot to your feet, feeling the origin power roaring inside you like a golden ocean. Raw power surges through every single cell. Your body is more than 10 times stronger than before. You look down at your chest. The purple aura wrapping your primordial supreme bone has grown far richer. And the supreme divine art engraved upon it seems to have undergone a mysterious evolution during this very trial. Not only that, you clearly sense that, as your cultivation art breaks through the first stage, deep within your body, brand new physical divine ability is born, the undying true domain. With a mere thought, the origin essence inside you instantly erupts. It transforms into a golden domain. Countless runes burst out from your flesh, flashing with an intense golden light. Inside this domain, it's like all laws of nature have hit the pause button. You feel this surging power. Not bad at all, immune to all magic. It can even seal and suppress all things. An immortal emperor's legacy sure packs a punch. You raise an eyebrow. I can't hold it back anymore. With the breakthrough of the 9 tribulations' undying heavenly art, your long-suppressed cultivation bursts forth like a rushing flood. It's going to blow. Perfect. I'll shatter that so-called ultimate limit. A sharp light flashes in your eyes. The cave heaven realm. The theoretical limit is 10 cave heavens. That's meant for those so-called pure-blooded creatures, the darlings of heaven. But to me, since when is that a limit? The next second, you stop holding back. Boom. 10 massive cave heavens materialize behind you, blazing like 10 suns. The heat is so intense the air itself is twisting. The ultimate limit of all living beings? You whisper softly, a mocking smirk tugging at the corner of your mouth. As soon as the words leave your lips, the origin essence inside you surges like a broken dam. It erupts violently. You focus your mind, madly compressing this golden sea. With my origin essence as the guide, open, you let out a low shout. An 11th, brand new golden cave heaven is forcibly torn open in the space behind you. It condenses and takes shape, at the exact same time, in the sky above the heavenly emperor palace. The very moment you open the 11th cave heaven, the bright sky suddenly turns pitch black. Dark clouds roll in, and lightning violently flashes. An aura of absolute destruction leaks from the clouds. This massive commotion instantly alarms the entire G family. What's going on? Why did the sky go dark? This isn't right. There's something in those thunderclouds. It's making me panic. It's the Emperor Palace. What on earth is His Highness doing over there? The G family members burst into frantic chatter. Meanwhile, inside the Divine King Hall, your parents, Ji Wushuang and his wife, are playing chess. Both of them smack their pieces down at almost the exact same time. They look toward the Heavenly Emperor Palace with grim faces. This power, it has to do with Xiaoyao. The two of them exchange a heavy look, their hearts jolting as their figures instantly vanish, rushing straight toward the Emperor Palace. On the other side, on the top floor of the Myriad Immortals Pavilion, your grandfather, Ji Tianqing, has just finished listening to the clan elders' report. They flattened the Five Elements sect, securing the Five Elements essence needed to perfect your Five Elements origin pill. He is in a fantastic mood, but right at that moment, that terrifying power of destruction ripples outward, and the smile on Ji Tianqing's face instantly freezes. He shot to his feet, and along with all the clan elders, stared right at the Heavenly Emperor Palace. That destructive power, it's coming from the Emperor's palace. Xiaoyao, everyone's hearts dropped. Without a second thought, they turned into streaks of blinding light. They sprinted toward the palace as fast as they could, terrified that something terrible had happened to you. But the very moment they arrived, from deep within the endless black clouds, a massive bolt of lightning, hundreds of feet wide, struck right at the palace. The closest elder let out a furious roar. He didn't hesitate. With a single palm strike, he shattered the lightning bolt to pieces. But as he pulled his hand back, a tiny sliver of lightning wrapped itself around his fingers. It radiated such terrifying, destructive power that even a quasi-emperor like him felt a sharp sting. Up above, the dark clouds seemed completely enraged. They churned even more violently. The elder just froze. He stared at the sparks on his hand. A few seconds later, utter disbelief washed over his face. This is a heavenly tribulation. Those words exploded in everyone's ears like a clap of thunder. My God, a heavenly tribulation? Am I hearing this right? I thought heavenly tribulations had vanished for 100,000 years during the Age of Doom. What kind of heaven-defying thing did His Highness just do, to actually drag this thing out? The prophecy is coming true. The golden era is finally here. Everyone stared at your palace, their faces filled with absolute shock. Meanwhile, deep inside the secret room, you hadn't stopped at all. As your 11th heavenly passage took shape, your aura exploded insanely, but you knew, this wasn't enough. You could still push further. Two blinding rays of divine light, one yin, one yang, shot out from your eyes. They twisted together in the air, forming a Tai Chi symbol. Using yin and yang as a guide, and your dual pupils as the foundation. 12th heavenly passage, open. With another roar, a heavenly passage swirling with black and white energy materialized right behind you. Boom! The second that 12th heavenly passage opened, a terrifying surge of power blasted from your body straight into the sky. 12 suns hung high in the heavens. The entire G family was swallowed by that suffocating pressure. Are those heavenly passages? Are there 12 of them? Someone mumbled, barely believing their own eyes. Their voice was shaking uncontrollably. My God, they really are heavenly passages. 12 of them. This breaks all the laws of heaven. Somebody pinch me, please. I have to be dreaming. Standing at the very front, Ji Tianqing and the other clan elders were completely petrified. They gulped hard, but couldn't make a single sound. A moment later, Ji Tianqing suddenly burst into roaring laughter. Ha ha ha, that's my grandson for you. Now this is what you call the true mark of an immortal. The old man was jumping around like a little kid, his face completely flushed with excitement. 12 heavenly passages. Throughout all of history, Could any great emperor in their youth ever compare to my grandson? Xiaoyao is carving out a completely brand new path. It's even more monstrous than the legendary path of merging 10 heavenly passages into one. Your father, Ji Wushuang, muttered softly beside you, his eyes filled with absolute shock. He had broken the extreme limits by unifying 10 inner worlds himself, but he could clearly feel it. Your 12 inner worlds were far more terrifying than his singular, unified world. Rumble, the tribulation clouds in the sky went completely berserk. It felt like they could break through their restraints at any second. Then, a sudden flash of insight hit you. You felt like you could push it even further. The primordial supreme bone inside you suddenly burst with light. Endless streams of primordial purple aura surged out. With the primordial as my foundation, the 13th inner world, open, as your voice faded, like a decree from the heavens, a 13th purple sun slowly rose into the void outside. Oh my god, another one? 13 inner worlds? The world has gone crazy. Everyone was absolutely stunned. This will go down in history. It's an absolute myth. Forget having the potential to become a mere immortal. Ji Tianxing stammered, my grandson. He has the making of an invincible immortal king. Rumble, the roar of the heavenly tribulation grew even louder. The force holding it back was on the verge of shattering. But you activated the very last trump card hidden within your body. 13 should be the absolute limit. There is no further path forward, you whispered softly. But for me, this still isn't the end. With chaos as the root, a myriad of DAOs as the guide, the 14th inner world, open, the instant those words left your lips, an endless aura of pure chaos flooded out of your body. Thousands of cosmic laws intertwined together. In the very next moment, it became just like a real universe, with currents of chaos swirling within. The birth and death of all living things. But the craziest part was, the moment it appeared, the other 13 inner worlds acted as if they had finally found their true home. They actively began to merge right into it. All at once, endless divine light cascaded outward, as a myriad of cosmic laws resonated in perfect harmony. Outside, the crowd could only watch as those 13 suns suddenly slammed together. They transformed into a singular, unmatched divine disk that dominated the entire sky. 14 inner worlds? And they literally merged into one? Good heavens, come out and look at a literal god, compared to the guy in the imperial palace. So-called prodigies are an absolute joke. One young prodigy felt his confidence completely shatter, his face full of bitter despair. Right at that moment, boom, a world-shaking thunderclap exploded. That unseen force holding back the heavenly tribulation completely vanished, a terrifying, apocalyptic aura that would make even supreme beings tremble in fear. Instantly engulfed the entire world. The heavenly tribulation has returned to the mortal realm after 100,000 years. Feeling a shift in the air, you took a single step out of the imperial palace. Dressed in robes whiter than snow, you stood tall beneath the vast sky. You looked up calmly at the doomsday-like tribulation clouds. His Highness the Divine Sun has come out. Everyone's eyes instantly locked onto you, looking just like a banished immortal descending from the heavens. This was the only word everyone could think of right now. Your mother, Su Ruyue, seeing that terrifying heavenly tribulation, turned pale with fright. Xiaoyao, can he withstand it? Your father, Ji Wushuang, squeezed her hand tightly. An aura dominating heaven and earth instantly erupted. The very fabric of the universe trembled. Don't worry, I am here. A mere heavenly tribulation cannot hurt my son. The clan elders felt this aura, and their eyes almost popped out of their heads. Wushuang, have you broken through to the supreme realm? Just got lucky. Ji Wushuang chuckled. Everyone's minds were screaming in utter disbelief. The son is insanely overpowered. And the father is a total freak too. Your grandfather, Ji Tianxing, grinned from ear to ear. Su Ryu's anxious heart finally settled down a bit. Right at that moment, someone gasped, the heavenly tribulation has begun. A massive, 1,000-foot wide bolt of lightning, like a cascading galaxy, crashed right down on you with apocalyptic power. The crowd below was scared out of their wits. This power, even a dragon transformation realm expert would be turned to ash on the spot, right? Amidst the gasps, you stood in the void, looking at that apocalyptic lightning, and casually pointed a single finger. Scatter. Just one word, spoken with absolute effortless calm. The very next second, that colossal lightning bolt vanished into thin air, as if it was never there. You chuckled lightly, as calm as a gentle breeze. The heavenly tribulation. Seems like it is nothing special after all. At that moment, you truly looked like a god descending to earth. Oh my god, it really vanished. One finger. He only used one finger. Is he really just in the cave heaven realm? My dragon transformation realm cultivation feels like a total joke. The crowd was losing their minds. The tribulation clouds in the sky seemed to feel your provocation. And a crimson divine thunder crashed down. The air itself distorted from the heat. 5 elements divine thunder. This only appears in a tier 5 heavenly tribulation. A clan elder shrieked. A cave heaven realm cultivator triggering a tier 5 heavenly tribulation? My grandson is going to defy the heavens. Ji Tianqing was overjoyed instead of scared. Roaring with excitement, you stared at that fiery lightning. And your eyes gleamed with excitement. Perfect timing. You can be my nutritional supplement. You threw your arms wide open, completely defenseless, and let that crimson divine thunder violently crash right into your body. What is His Highness the Divine Sun doing? Tanking the heavenly tribulation with his bare body? Has he lost his mind? Boom! The fiery lightning exploded against your body, and the crimson glow completely swallowed your figure. Some timid female cultivators covered their eyes in terror. Are you just trying to tickle me? As the blinding lightning faded, your voice rang out crystal clear. Everyone looked up, only to see you still dressed in pure white. Without a single scratch, floating in the air as calm as a gentle breeze. Oh my god, he actually tanked it. Holy crap, is his body made out of a real dragon? He's way too strong. All hail His Highness the Divine Sun. The Divine Sun is so handsome. I want to be his partner. Count me in, let's do it together. What is wrong with you people? His Highness is only 10 years old. You completely ignored the commotion below. After tanking the heavenly tribulation head-on, a massive surge of life force flowed through your body. The 9 tribulations' indestructible heavenly art instantly refined it. Your physical body grew even stronger. You casually pulled out the 5-element source pill you snatched from Yi Chen. The moment the pill appeared, it was like a starving wolf smelling fresh meat. It frantically absorbed the leftover fire essence in the air. Rumble, the sky roared once again, and a bolt of golden lightning, carrying a sharp aura that could tear through anything, struck right at you. Bring it on. Your eyes lit up. Instead of backing down, you charged straight into the lightning. You threw a massive punch. Boom! A terrifying wave of origin power shot into the sky. Under the shocked gazes of the crowd, your single punch completely shattered the golden tribulation lightning into pieces. While you absorbed the lightning's life force, the 5-element source pill greedily devoured the gold essence. At this rate, once the heavenly tribulation ended, this pill would reach absolute perfection. A smirk crept onto your face. For the rest of the time, the water, wood, and earth, 5 elements divine lightning relentlessly crashed down. And as for you, you took every single hit, tanking them all with your bare body. You smashed them one punch at a time. The people watching below had gone from completely shocked to totally numb. The heavenly tribulation, which was recorded in ancient texts as a terrifying symbol of heaven's destructive wrath, was now reduced to nothing but a handy tool to temper your body and upgrade your pill. How was this even fair? Rumble, the final bolt of tribulation lightning, crushed by your single punch, exploded into a glorious rain of light. It was done. You felt the blazing origin power boiling inside you like a furnace. Your physical body was now a full 40% stronger than before. The 9 tribulations' indestructible heavenly art had also broken through to the mid-stage of the first tier. Perfect. With a single thought, you pulled up the status panel that only you could see. Name: Ji Xiaoyao. Age: 10 years old. Talents: dual pupils, Hongming Supreme Bone, and Chaos Physique. Emperor Bloodlines. Too many to even bother looking at. Cultivation: Peak Cave Heaven Realm. 14 cave heavens unified as one. Ready to break through at any moment. With a god-tier setup like this, you weren't leaving any way out for the rest of the world. Just as you were wondering what exactly you should nurture in the next stage, the dragon nurturing realm, a loud laugh echoed from nearby. Catch this, my good grandson. Your grandfather, Ji Tianqing, laughed as he tossed 5 ancient clay jars your way. The jars shattered right in front of you. An impossibly thick burst of 5 elements spiritual energy instantly exploded outward. It swallowed you up like a massive tsunami. Meanwhile, the 5-element source pill in your hand acted like a vicious beast that had been starving for 800 years. frantically devouring this power, very quickly. The elixir reached an absolutely flawless state, but there was still a massive amount of residual energy lingering in the air. Waste is a sin. This is perfect. I'll break through right now. You didn't hesitate for a second. Your body morphed into a black hole, swallowing the remaining 5 elements' origin in one giant gulp. Your cultivation level skyrocketed instantly. You smashed right through the bottleneck effortlessly. Dragon Nurturing Realm, achieved. Ha ha ha, a 10-year-old in the Dragon Nurturing Realm. The prodigy of our G family. In the future, he will definitely surpass our ancient ancestors. Before the laughter even faded, the void was ripped apart by an ancient, withered hand. An old man in tattered clothes, his skin covered in deep wrinkles, stepped right out of the G family's ancestral shrine. In the blink of an eye, he was right in front of you. Wait, are you Patriarch Aoshin? One of the clan elders recognized him, his voice literally trembling. Which Patriarch Aoshin? Who else could it be? The one from the Taboo era. The one who single-handedly leveled a life-forbidden zone, and even crushed its master. Oh my god, the crowd instantly went absolutely crazy. This is a literal legend. Born with the heavenly tyrant body. The total badass who once challenged a great emperor. Didn't they say he died ages ago? If this news gets out, all 3,000 Dao realms are going to be shaking in their boots. After a brief moment of pure shock, everyone present, including your grandfather, dropped to their knees in perfect unison. We pay our deepest respects to Patriarch Aoshin. You quickly followed suit and bowed. Rise, my children. G. Aoshin smiled warmly and helped you up. His cloudy old eyes were full of deep admiration and satisfaction. He looked you up and down, nodding repeatedly. Not bad at all. I definitely didn't leave seclusion for nothing. The golden age is finally here. A time of chaos is coming. Tell me, are you willing to be the Emperor's son for our G family's current generation? Emperor's son? The moment those words dropped, all the elders completely lost their cool. The Emperor's son? That ranks above the top 10 sequence holy sons. It means he's practically the chosen next head of the family. Patriarch, this might not be appropriate. An elder bit the bullet and stood up. The title of Emperor's son has always been earned through pure combat. If you just appoint him directly, the other sequence holy sons probably won't accept it. Won't accept it? G. Aoshin scoffed coldly, his aura absolutely terrifying. Then let them come and challenge him. If they can't beat Xiaoyao at the exact same cultivation level, they can shut their damn mouths. We'll just use them as stepping stones for Xiaoyao. With that said, he turned to look right at you. Xiaoyao, are you willing? I am willing. Naturally, you weren't going to turn that down. Becoming the Emperor's son meant you could enter the universal mystic realm. There's a great Emperor's legacy in there. Excellent. G. Aoshin let out 3 booming laughs, and with a flash, he completely vanished. He came fast. He left just as quickly. The moment he was gone, everyone else immediately turned to you, kneeling down together once again. Greetings to His Highness, the Divine Son. Their voices shook the heavens. Meanwhile, in various parts of the G family, on a floating divine island, a young man holding a long spear gazed into the distance at your heavenly emperor palace. His battle intent boiled. A whetstone, huh, Patriarch, I just wonder if this sword you've chosen is sharp enough. His name was Ji Tianjun, ranked 3rd among the Holy Sons, born with the 100 battles divine physique. His fierce reputation was known far and wide. On another side, upon an enlightenment platform, a bare-chested young man suddenly opened his eyes. 2 beams of divine light, one gold and one black, shot out from his eyes, as if they could pierce right through the void. The corners of his mouth curled up, letting out a twisted, beast-like grin. Interesting. However, the position of Divine Son is snatched with fists, not handed over by others. I am really looking forward to smashing your arrogance to pieces, little by little. Monstrous demonic aura erupted from his body into the sky. He was Ji Mashin, ranked 5th, born with the ancient god-demon physique, cultivating both divine and demonic paths. Inside the Phoenix Tree Pavilion, Ji Tianwang, ranked 7th. The phantom of an immortal phoenix flickered behind her. She let out a cold laugh. Trying to use us as stepping stones to hone your invincible Dao heart? I'll just have to do the exact opposite, and shatter your Dao heart with my own hands. A clear, resounding phoenix cry echoed through the night sky, and at this moment, inside the secret chamber of the Heavenly Emperor Palace, you were completely unaware of the brewing storm outside. Even if you knew, you wouldn't care. Dual pupils, the supreme bone, and the chaos physique. With all these ultimate cheats on you, if you still couldn't crush everything in your path, you might as well hang yourself with a noodle. You sat cross-legged on the enlightenment futon, pondering the path of the dragon-nurturing realm. Should I nurture a divine weapon? A divine ability? Or some worldly divine object? You closed your eyes, falling into deep thought. A moment later, you snapped your eyes open, a brilliant light exploding from within. External objects are just external objects. Even the strongest immortal emperor will face the day they fall. Relying on oneself is the only true path. Others nurture dragons, but I will nurture myself. I will nurture an invincible Tao fruit right within my own body. You gave a low shout, and an unimaginably vast, singular grotto heaven materialized behind you. Immediately after, your whole body erupted with a dazzling golden light. In the void, it condensed into a small golden figure that looked 70% like you. It was the physical manifestation of your Tao fruit from all your cultivation thus far. The small golden figure turned into a streak of light, flying into the center of your grotto heaven world and sitting cross-legged. Like an immortal king looking down upon eternity. You didn't hesitate at all, and directly swallowed that perfect grade 5 elements source pill in one gulp. Boom, an endless, boundless surge of 5 elements origin power instantly filled the entire grotto heaven, frantically nourishing that small golden figure. Your cultivation shoots up like a rocket. Stage 1 of the Dragon Incubation Realm. Stage 2. In the blink of an eye, your cultivation explosively surges to Stage 5 of the Dragon Incubation Realm. This terrifying commotion triggers countless celestial visions above the heavenly Emperor Palace. The immortal king descends from the 9th heaven, golden lotuses bloom across the earth, and dragons and phoenixes bring auspicious omens. The entire G family is completely shaken. Oh my god, His Highness the Imperial Sun just finished crossing his heavenly tribulation during the day, and now he is making this huge scene at night. 10 years old, Stage 5 of the Dragon Incubation Realm. Is he even human? Countless clan members are absolutely stunned. Right at this moment, ding dong, check-in location has been issued. A cold, mechanical notification sounds in your mind. It is finally here. You immediately open the system to check. Check-in location, the divine steel of the absolute beginning. Check-in time, within 10 days. Divine steel of the absolute beginning? Where is that? You decide to go ask your mom and dad tomorrow. Early the next morning, dressed in pure white, you walk into the Divine King Hall. Just as you reach the entrance, you hear voices talking inside. Xiaoyao is 10 years old now. It is time we find him a good marriage. It is the voice of your mother, Su Ruyue. The princess of the Lunar Immortal Empire is not bad. With her supreme yin holy body, she is a perfect dual cultivation partner, and she is gorgeous, too. She is barely worthy of our son. The holy maiden of the 9 heavens holy land works, too. Her 9 heavens immortal body, combined with Xiaoyao's chaos body, their descendants' talents would be even more heaven-defying. Why not just take them both? With Xiaoyao's talent, marrying him is a blessing for any of them. Your father, Ji Wushuang, says thoughtfully. You stand at the door, sweating a little bit on your forehead. I am only 10 years old. Isn't this jumping the gun a bit? The hall doors swing open. The moment your mother, Su Ruyue, sees you, she immediately pulls you inside with a huge smile. Xiaoyao is here. You bow respectfully. I have come to pay my respects to father and mother. We are family. Why are you bothering with all this formal nonsense? Su Ruyue scolds you playfully, stuffing a spirit fruit into your hands. Try this. The medicine god sect just sent it over. It is super nourishing. Your father, Ji Wushuang, meanwhile, wears a gentle smile. You heard everything we just said. What do you think? If you ask me, let's just settle on both of them. We can always add more later if we find suitable ones. Your mother chimes in from the side. You let out a bitter smile and hurriedly change the subject. Father, right now, your son only wants to focus on cultivation. Marriage is still way too early for me. Then, you quickly ask, by the way, father, do you know what the divine steel of the absolute beginning is? As soon as your father hears this, his attention is successfully diverted. The divine steel of the absolute beginning? That was used by the primeval divine kingdom for their younger generation's trials. Rumor has it that Emperor Yuwen forged it with his own 2 hands. Ji Wushuang explained. Later on, that kingdom started plotting something sinister, trying to pull off some massive conspiracy. So, our G family ancestor just casually wiped them off the map. That steel became a spoil of war. Now, it's just sitting in the divine martial arena, acting as a little toy for the clan's juniors. So it was right at home all along. You felt a surge of joy. Well, that saves a whole lot of trouble. Father, I want to go give it a try. You got straight to the point. Ji Wushuang smiled and nodded. Go on then, that sounds good. With your power, you might just shatter that steel's record and forge a legend that lasts for all eternity.